Here we go. There we go. Forgot to move that up. All right. Well, there you go. My fault. I put the slide up for the sound, and then I moved it down. I was having a conversation with someone before we went on air, so I want to make sure it was down. Now it's on. So we'll start again. It is a 9-minute Phill-Up on the June 10th, Monday, June 10th, 2024. Hopefully everybody had a great weekend. Hopefully you get ready for a big week ahead. Father's Day weekend next weekend. We'll talk about that later on in the week, so we won't worry about that today. Go through our hellos again. There you go. Thank you for the heads up, because I didn't realize I put my paper over it, didn't see that the slide wasn't there. So we have it taken care of. So hopefully everybody had a great weekend. Now it's a cool day out, so maybe not the day that you're necessarily thinking about it, but a couple things. Get to these early because it's a big week. It's a big week in the city of Steubenville, Ohio. There is the favorite son of Steubenville, Ohio. Big week with a celebration, and of course, if you like Greek food, it's Greek Fest. The church in Steubenville is going to have their Greek Fest this week, and so a lot of things all rolled into one in the week. In this week in the city of Steubenville, we're going to talk about a few of those things. And here you go, though. But today, National Day calendar, Frosted Cookie Day. Who's a fan of frosted cookies? You like frosted cookies? I love them. I love an egg roll. Today is Egg Roll Day. Herbs and spice. Yeah, okay. I mean, it makes your cooking better and all those things, but I don't get too wrapped up in all that. How about this one? It's called Black Cow Day. Now, basically, Black Cow is an ice cream float. Ice cream float, root beer float with vanilla ice cream. Allegedly invented back in 1893. Who's a root beer float fan? Do you like the root beer float? But here's the bigger question of the day. Iced tea day today. So my question, everybody, is sweetened or unsweetened? Do you like to add your own sugar? Do you maybe don't add sugar? What are we doing? All right, Carrie's got love the lemon cookies with some icing. There's some sugar in the lemon cookies, I'm sure. So we have that, but the iced sweet or unsweetened debate. Apparently, iced tea, they say it goes back 453 BC. BC. It's a long time ago. Karen says iced cookies, no tea. 9-minute Phill-Up. Peyton, thanks for joining us. Peyton's always bringing the heat. He always has a comment that makes us all think, makes us all stop and go, oh, wait a minute. But everybody does. Karen, Carrie do. But Peyton, he's bringing it. And iced tea with honey. Okay. All right. So no sugar at all. Just go with the honey. Is that where we're going with that? I've never tried that. I'm not necessarily a big tea fan. Iced tea every once in a while, I can get behind it, but not a huge iced tea person. But that sounds interesting with the honey. That sounds interesting indeed. All right, real quick, sports stuff to talk about. Basketball NBA Finals. Celtics go up 2-0. They beat Dallas last night, 105-98. Series heads to Texas for games 3 and 4 Wednesday and Friday. Tonight, NHL Finals, Sergei Bobrovsky will look to shut out the Edmonton Oilers again. He did that in Game 1, 3-0. Florida wins it. They're up 1-0. Danny Hurley, back-to-back national titles with the UConn Huskies as their men's basketball coach. LA Lakers making a bid to get him as their next head coach. Tyler Madden probably won't be happy with that. The former News Niner, big UConn fan, hails from the great state of Connecticut, the Nutmeg State. So he's watching that closely. And Caitlin Clark. Do you have any opinions on Caitlin Clark in the Olympic team? She was not selected to the Olympic team. She says she's excited to watch, motivation for the future, and says, honestly, no disappointment, something to work for. It's a dream. And here's the interesting thing. Caitlin Clark is 22 years old. No player younger than the age of 26 was selected to this year's Olympic team. And after getting the news that she wasn't making the Olympic team, she went out and scored 30 points in a win over the weekend, averaging 16.8, 6.3 assists, and 5.3 rebounds a game. She is the hot topic in the world of women's sports right now, but she is not a member of the Olympic team. She'll be watching with us. And that's right. You can watch the Olympics on WTOV9. You'll be able to catch it. It starts July 26th with the opening ceremony. So that is always exciting. Now, here's the thing that I really wanted to get to today. So Carrie, Karen, Peyton, I don't know if you're big Dean Martin fans, but this week in the city of Steubenville, I was trying to think of what we would do today, and we started to talk about Dean Martin, the Dean Martin Festival that's coming up this week in the city of Steubenville. So I thought, what are the top songs that people listen to for Dean Martin? Everybody seems to have a favorite. He is a guy that he put some songs together. Here's a little information for you. Dean Martin had 11 certified gold albums. That means the album sold 500,000 copies. 40 songs were Billboard charting hits. 7 were top 10 hits. Elvis Presley, allegedly, he's the one that dubbed him the king of cool. Dean Martin Show, 60s and 70s, always a favorite. The Rat Pack, he was a part of that with Frank Sinatra, Sammy Davis Jr., Joey Bishop, and Peter Lawford, just in case you didn't know. Now, he did an interview back in 1983 that I happened to run across today when I was looking into this. And everybody, you think of Dean Martin, a lot of people think, wow, he was always staying out late. He was always drinking. He was always smoking. He was always partying. How could he, really do all of that and keep it together? Well, he said, could I be where I am today? This is a quote from him. Could I be where I am today if I were lazy and if I were a boozer? He continued on to say, family is always first. I don't have fun all the time. I work. And the only reason I work is to provide for my family. And that's always been a legend about him, that he, just took it easy, put his feet up and, just went out, sang his songs and just, got by. He didn't do that. You can't be that successful as a superstar and not put in the work. And he did that. And he's from Steubenville, and they're having the Dean Martin Festival. We'll have complete coverage of that throughout the week. Now, the top Dean Martin songs, where do you want to go with that? Italiano, okay. Mambo Italiano, that is on the list. So I'm gonna put some songs that I was looking up. That's Amore, 1953. Mambo Italiano, 1955. Memories Are Made of This, 1955. Return to Me, that may be my favorite song by Dean Martin, 1958. Ain't That a Kick in the Head? That's a great one. Everybody Loves Somebody. You're Nobody Until Somebody Loves You. Volare. And then, Jeff mentioned Christmas. Jeff's always thinking about Christmas. Marshmallow World, Baby It's Cold Outside, Let It Snow, all Dean Martin standards that he had big success with. And You Belong to Me. Those are just some of the songs that he has. Now, in the article that I got the quote from about not being lazy, not being a boozer, he, said it's all about family, it's all about the hard work. Well, in that same article, they ranked their top 10 of these songs. They put a list together for the top 10. So here we go. And we're at the 9-minute mark, and we're just going to finish up with this. Number 10, Mambo Italiano from 1955. That was your pick for number 10. Come Running Back, 1966. That was the number 9 song. Little Old Wine Drinker, 1967. That was number 8. You're Nobody Till Somebody Loves You, 1964. My favorite song, 1956, Return to Me. Volare, 1958 is number 5. Ain't That a Kick in the Head, 1960. And some of these tunes came from movies that he was in. Let's see. Memories Are Made of This, 1955 is their number 3 song. That's Amore, 1953. And, of course, a lot of people remember that from the 1983 movie Moonstruck with Cher and Nicolas Cage. A big movie, did a lot of success, and you couldn't go anywhere without hearing That's Amore around that time. But the number 1 song that they have is Everybody Loves Somebody, 1964. Now, here's the interesting thing about this song. You have Love, or wait a minute, pardon me. It was his lone Grammy nomination. Everybody Loves Somebody, his lone Grammy nomination. He didn't win it. But later, the song was so good that the Grammys, they have a Grammy Hall of Fame, they put it into the Grammy Hall of Fame as a song. He was nominated for Best Vocal Performance with that song. It was a number 1 mega hit for Dean Martin. So those are just some notes on Dean Martin. It's a big week for the city of Steubenville with the Greek Fest and, of course, Dean Martin Festival. And he was indeed a great entertainer. Karen going with Return to Me, Let It Snow. Okay, a lot of really good songs, a lot of fun songs. Top movies, we'll go 1 through 5. This was a list. Rio Bravo, everybody seems to think that's his best, is a Western. Ocean's 11, the big heist movie. Who was that lady? Mr. Rico, he plays a San Francisco attorney. 4 for Texas, another casino movie. But how can you leave out the classics? Cannonball Run. I don't even know how many Cannonball Runs there were. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not sure. But Cannonball Run, he was in that. He seemed like he just seemed like he was having a great time. He wasn't even acting. It was just, I'm Dean Martin. I'm here in the movie. I'm going to have some fun with this. And they had some fun. So this week, if you have an opportunity, or today, if you have an opportunity, throw some Dean Martin into your music world, because what a great entertainer. As Carrie said, just a tremendous entertainer, and someone that's, fun to listen to. Great voice, great. And he really was the king of cool. It just seemed like if he was on TV, if he was on the radio, if he was in the movies, whatever it was, he just seemed super cool. Dean Martin. It's Dean Martin, the Dean Martin Festival this week in the city of Steubenville. So talking about that on day number 1 on a Monday here on this, what's it, June 10th already of 2024. Well, right now, I see we are out of time, so we're going to have to run. Want to thank everybody for stopping by. Want to thank everyone for checking out the 9-Minute Phill-Up. If you would, continue to do it. We greatly appreciate it. We have some fun, talk about some different topics. Can't thank you enough for joining in and being a part of the show today. Mr. Cool is here. All right, here we go. And hello, James. James, how are you? Have a great day. And one thing we do have to mention, Jordan Lapata, the producer extraordinaire, really rooting for Edmonton tonight. The Oilers trying to even that series of 1 game apiece in the Stanley Cup Finals. Anyways, everybody, remember our 2 rules. 2 rules. Have fun and always try your best. And those were a couple things that Dean Martin did all the time. Have fun and tried his best. And did it pay off for Dean Martin? He had a super career, and I would imagine a very, very fascinating life. So anyways, thanks, everybody. We'll see you